So I'm going to re-ink it. And it's got some texture on. But what I'm going to do is, because it's gel, you can get quite a lot more texture in. Oh, that picks up pretty well, doesn't it? Okay, so what I have here is a few different things for making texture. So one of these, I have no idea if this is going to work, so I haven't used it before, but I've seen people use it before. So this is cling film, so it's quite wrinkly, so it's picking up some ink. Oh yeah, that's definitely picked up some ink. I've got to be careful about where I put things now. This is a scouring pad. It's only been used for art purposes. So I'm just going to press that in. I'm not going to wiggle it around. And we'll see how that prints. A lot of people will be familiar with using, what's this called, bubble wrap. And you can just squish it onto the surface gently and it will give you some bubbles. And I mean, you can print from any of these things as well anyway, but I'm not going to do that. And then I've got a couple more things here. There's one quite interesting thing which I'm going to do in the middle, which is basically put some wipe marks in there, and another one is just to use this sort of elastic that you can't probably see it very well, but it'll print. So I'm going to put a few more wiping marks in. I was looking around because we're in isolation, and I don't have any printmaking scrim, so I'm just using a pair of old pants.
I like my pants. Thanks for that.
So I've just taken a print of those textures, but my cameraman wasn't actually filming it, so that was the textures from the cling film, the scouring pad, the wiping, the whatever that, you all know what that is, and the pants. You can see the pants. That's great. The elastic. So it's really sensitive. And I've just inked it up again, and I'm going to put a few more textures on, and then I'm going to show you another technique. That's a special technique for putting your inky glove the right way around. And it's been inside out. Okay, so I have actually just inked it up again. I'm going to put some more pants marks on. And I'm not planning where this is going. Oops, I just lost the bubble wrap over the side. I'm quite impressed with this cling film. I'm not actually, although I said I know people do it. I haven't done it and I haven't seen it. And I haven't seen a video of anybody doing it. So that's quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print through the mask, not around the stencil. So the first one was printing round the stencil. So this will be the opposite. Oh. Right, so just pause a minute. Here is the mask and the stencil in one sheet of paper. So I'm going to take off the stencil, put that to one side. This is now the mask, and this is what I'm going to print through. So this is what I was saying in the last video, which is you can use a stencil of any shape. So I can't really work out where this is going to hit, so I'm just going to drop it. This is a bit of a mess, so I'm going to have to go back over there and get these two very important little pieces of paper. So it's the little bits from these two areas. So pretty important to get them in the right position and to get them the right way round, because it can go badly wrong if you don't. make any sense. It's not so bad if it's a plant, but if it's something with a bit more accuracy, like a building or a person, then it can go quite badly wrong. Okay, so I'll just push all those in like that. So I'm going to take a print, and again I'm going for the 60s paper, which is slightly more absorbent. Do I want it at a jaunty angle? A bit more, yeah. Okay, so that's another problem with printmaking, is that you get covered in ink, and so does your paper. And the trouble with this paper is it's really translucent, so it might even show through. So have I just moved that? Yeah, what a mess. So I'm going to abandon that and start with a new sheet. Once it's actually stuck to the ink, it'll be pretty good about not moving. But until it gets a sort of foothold into the ink, which in itself is quite oily and quite adhesive, until you actually get it there, it can flap about, and I lose control of the paper quite a lot. Any questions so far? Jolly good. Right, let's have a reveal. I mean, you can kind of get a clue what it's going to look like, but not really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty impressive. And that's the first time I've ever done one of those.